Hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, and welcome back to the main scenario quest. I already ran here, basically. It was just up the road, so I ran here ahead of time. So to make things a little bit easier. General Islands inside, will you be joining him? I guess. I guess I'll join him and see what he's up to. Oh my, we actually get to run around. Oh, look, people are running around doing things. Oh, there's a box guy carrying a box. That's nice. Look at this. This is pretty nice. I like that we get to run around this area. Yo, Ruban. What news? You spoke to Fuldora, I take it? Yes, as expected. She didn't say very much at all. But it wasn't a total waste of time. Avanad noticed something odd about her. She thinks she might be having visions almost constantly, which is not how the Echo normally works. Have you found anything here that might explain why she's so different? We've been hard pressed just organizing the research materials, let alone studying them. To be frank, I'd welcome the Scion's expert assistance if you have the time to lend a hand. Lisa's like, yes, we do have a hand. She's not a Scion anymore, Ruban. She'd be asking me this. Oh shit, look, Ironworks people. Alphanar's over there a while, that's pretty cool. Yo, I'm gonna check this pod. Because I'm an expert in this sort of thing, apparently. Which is not true. The device in which Kryal was held. Kryal, that's her name. Tip of my tongue it was held. It seems more ominous now you know the purpose. And surrounding pods are marked by supply subject, while other ones bear the label master subject. The Ironworks have received requests of the Alliance to analyze these devices. We have been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the ether from the occupant. Save that one right there. Unlike the others, the interiors have been filled with an array of sensors to measure the etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I can't tell you. Interesting. Okay. Yes. Hit the button, Doc. I'm ready. No? Alright. What's up, Lise? What you gotta say to me? Leave this section to me. Alright then. Okay. That's fine, I guess. I mean, if you don't want to talk to me, it's perfectly understandable. Yo, Alphanod. What's going on, my dude? For a race, no innate capacity, the manipulate Aether for the Guardians have considered some exceedingly elaborate etheric experiments. Alright, thanks, nerd. Yo, Alpha Lad. What's up? These bastards would fiddle with a man's very soul. Serve their purpose. Nothing is scared of them. Nothing. That says talk to him, right? For the quest thing, but there was something behind these boxes that was glimmering. So let's go check that out. Fallen scrap of parchment. Idle conversation prohibited. Eating and drinking prohib. The fallen scrap of parchment appears to the list of facilities regulations, but nothing of any interest. You couldn't eat or drink in this place. I mean, I guess that makes sense. There's sensitive stuff. Oh my, these bodies? That's unfortunate. That's a lot of bodies. That's fucked up. So many bodies. Every one of them a victim of these experiments. Few show any signs of external injury. From what I've been able to determine, they perished from forceful ether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. That's fucked up. Yo, Ruban. This is a fucked up joint. I'm not sure I like this place. I know little and less of science. So any light you can shed on the facility's operations would be much appreciated. Strife, we'll start with you. Okay. So you couldn't eat or drink in this place. That's crazy, right? That's all I know. Taking the contribution of the testimonies of Kryal and Fagrid, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. It's the wrong voice, sorry. The enhancement produced entitled infusing a single candidate with ether shapen from a mixture of supply subject. Are we saying that Kryal has got a whole bunch of extra ether in her right now? As for the master subject, in this case, Kryal, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide a model upon which they would identify an engineer. Oh, they were using her as like a copy-paste sort of situation. In other words, they were trying to recreate Kryal's echo? I believe so. Which would explain our prisoner's present state. Kryal is possessed with unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul, and it seems probable that they produce engraved the same accurate sensitivity in Fedora. The soldiers who guard Fedora, many of them lost their friends and family to the skulls. And they are stationed at her door day and night. If she can't help but seeing their thoughts and seeing their past. But you don't just see their past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it was to do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed, you may recall that Ysael was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Halgridge's past. Fedora has been forced to experience the agony of whose lives she destroyed, and guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. It sounds like a kind of justice. Regards, you can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. The results of these experiments have been replied back to Garmald. There will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the echo to anyone, an entire legion. We must be ready. We must learn all that we can from these god-forsaken predecessors. And Fedora remains our best source of information. She's not beginning her wish, not yet. Right. Keep faith, lass. It is convenient for others to follow you. Convenient? Convince others to follow you. You must believe what they're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's frightened. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it then. Let's go. I mean, the flames aren't known for their scientists. Just saying. I suppose at the same time, what of the three companies are known for their science? Not many. Forcible extraction of ether, leaving the subject invariably fatal. How many died for Tora to gain her new abilities? I never know why I was given the echo, but this makes me want to put it to good use. I'd go look for answers about the echo and end up getting schooled by Ruban. Yet even more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. General Adeline is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lys. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I want to know that I could have considered a mob to give up, convince the mob to give up, and go home. It makes me realize how much we really rely on his authority, and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when everything here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland, after all. Going to be the trouble winning it back, might not want him to stay. 'Tis a quandary which countless refugees now face. To continue life they built in Uldar, or to start again in the land of their birth. Strife. Oh, it's Pippin. It's Pippin. Hell yeah. How's Pippin speak? Strife, a moment. That's how he speaks. Shit, yeah. He's Dark Knight now. I have newly returned from Uldar with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks you to visit the palace at your earliest convenience. Alright. You getting on well with the Sultana? Hey, Pippin? Oh yeah? Just a question. No need to answer. Well, I must away. Attend to other business. Until next time, my friends. Bye, Pippin. Nice hair. An audience with the Sultana. Depending on the nature of her consultation, it might be a perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Why? I don't want to ask that. That's up to them. Yes, we'd all like to know those. Alfred, but not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him, Strife. Alright. Already done, Lise. Already done. Okay, that's one quest down. That was a lot quicker than before, wasn't it? Alfanad, give me the things. Sultana strings. Okay. I mean, these are not great. Dome and Tea. Yeah, they're really not great, are they? They're kind of crappy. Well, by crappy I mean they're not for me. They're not for melee DPS. Well, the question of how to put the Mad King's treasure to good use shows no signs of answering itself. Shall we be about it, Alvalad? I am at your beck and call. Oh, I should also be getting back to my own tasks. I organized a squad to head down to the ruins and start prepping to bring the meeting to, send Namo my regards, Strife. Okay. And us too, if you please. We shall see when you return. Sure. Okay. To Uldar then, I guess. Speak with Bartholomew in Uldar. Let us away to Uldar's. The coolest city, the housing update, by the way, in Uldar, have nailed it. There's a nice big ass bath. It's so good. That swimming bath thing, it's brilliant. It's so good. If you've got a house in Uldar, out of like a need just to have a house, and there was no other places available but Uldar, and now you've got that. That seems like a nice reward for those who stayed there. That's real cool. Right, where is Bartholomew? He's in the hunting strip, is he? I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Let's warp up there, shall we? Where would we like to go? We would like to go to the Gate of the Sultana. That sounds lovely. Wait. Wait. What have I done? No, that's incorrect. I just saw Gate of the Sultana. No, that's wrong. I knew that was wrong. Why did I go through that? Oh, piss. I'm sorry, I'm wasting all of your time. Oh, God. What a dumbass. That's fine. That's perfectly reasonable. It's acceptable. It's fine. Let's not worry. Let us just go back and we will find ourselves an Aephori and we shall do it correctly this time, shall we? Let's go to it. Right. We'll use this Aephorite shard right here. And we shall go to the Chamber of Rule. I panicked then. I'm gonna be honest. I panicked a little tiny bit. That we went to the wrong situation again. Which is really not ideal. But here we are. We've gone to the correct one. Which is just beautiful. Sprint is on cooldown. That's fine, I guess. Like, we could swap the bard, I guess. And just get our old speed buff from that. But whatever. We'll just walk. Well, or jog. Let's say we'll jog. Yo, Bartholomew. How's it going, my dude? My lord, I was an honor to face you in the tournament. Since that day, I have spent every share moment in the practice yard, striving to obtain some fraction of your skill of her blade. For those of you who don't know, this is obviously a extra little tiny bit of dialogue. You can fight Bartholomew in the Paladin quest line for Stormblood. So that's cool. Ah, forgive me. You are here for your audience with the Sultana. Please proceed. Okay. Please be voiced, please be voiced, please be voiced, please be voiced. Yeah, it's voiced. Or it will be, because it's a swooping cutscene.
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy.
I have. Remember the last time we were in this situation when me and you had a little chat? You drank the poison, everyone thought it was me. Oh, good times. Good times.
There is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel.
Okay.
I speak of Rauban and his future.
Oh, that's convenient, because I actually came to talk to you about that.
All know the tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Ul'dah home, it will never be his homeland. And now that she is free, I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss. Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend. But I have known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt.
Okay.
Whether Rauban chooses to remain in Ul'dah or return to Alamigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret. Yet, how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is
Well,
past
I got the
time that
perfect
I
plan
learned
for you,
to discharge
Namu.
my duties as a sultana alone.
Alright.
I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears.
I mean, I was going to say, you know, let me talk, but actually I interrupted you by saying that, so by all means.
Might I have your company for a brief adventure?
I guess I can escort you there. That's perfectly reasonable.
Wonderful.
I'm
Allow
glad.
me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
Okay. Make sure it's not the same refugee outfit you wear every time, because it's starting to get a little too easy to discover. I'm probably going to go around the other side. Oh no, we're straight up going like to the Adventurers Guild. That's fine. I can do that. That is reasonable. In fact, we can get an Aephorite directly to the Adventurers Guild, which would be ideal. I think Ruban is going to stay in Alamigo. I think he's probably going to become the leader of Alamigo, so to speak, which will be very good. It'd be very, very good for diplomatic relations between Ul'dah and Alamigo. The Syndicate would probably be jumping with fucking joy to get rid of him, quite frankly. But most importantly, Pippin can then take his rightful side by Namino. So there you go. Perchance do you remember Liliana, the merchant's dagger? This is the persona I have assumed when I venture beyond the palace walls to observe my subjects unannounced. Ordinarily, Paspan would accompany me, but this particular outing I need an advisor, not a minder. And that is why I have requested your company over the course of your many adventures. You may have met people of all walks of life in every corner of Eorzea, and I would, more than Eorzea now, I've even been to Orphard. I now make use of your worldly experience. Now, let us be on our way. The first distribution is somewhat just beyond the Gate of Nard. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh my god, we're gonna get a train? We're gonna get a train? That would be fucking awesome! They're gonna hint Doom Train? Are we gonna get on a Ghost Train? Oh, that would be fucking sweet. Oh, you could have made that a dungeon, like a big train that you go from cart to cart in. Oh, that would have been so good. It's so good. Oh good, a petition sold. That's nice. I'm glad a petition sold. I brought them for my house, but it didn't quite fit. Look upon the process in tattered tents, these refugees in squatter at the mercy of the elements, foundlands, and predators both. The city's mighty walls offer safety to the streets' overflow of people as it is, and unless blessed by the hand of Nald himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford dwelling in Uldar. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo, and 5 since the calamity, yet the plight of our poor have grown more desperate. Not less as Sultana, the blame falls upon me. You've done your best, Your Grace. Your hands have been tied, Your Grace. I feel like she's done her best. She's like wanted to disband the Sultanship and stuff like that. She wants to not be the Sultana anymore. She kind of wants it to be a bit more of a diplomatic sort of thing. But and her hands were tied by the you know the Uldar Illuminati people. So both are good. You've done your best. Let's do that. Maybe that'll make her feel better. Then my best has not been good enough. Oh. Oops. Shall we press on? I'd follow the road to the unholy hair. Okay. I guess we're not getting the train. But in fact, we're actually going to walk all the way from here to fucking Alamigo by the looks of things. Oh, I fell off. That's embarrassing. Well, I mean, whatever. It's fine. We'll go see Nalmo. So I think at the end of the day, Ruban's gonna stay in Alamigo, and Pippin is gonna be like the Uldar's new bull. You know, he's gonna be like a badass who's gonna stand by the Sultana's side. Maybe have a bit more of a sensitive relationship with the Sultana. Maybe, who knows? Just saying, it's a possibility because they both very much respect Ruban. Very much love Ruban, so there you go. He's like a father to them both, which is kind of weird, I guess. But you know, whatever. It's all pretty good. Yo, whoops. I'm okay. It was here, in the wholly unmarkable place, that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interests in the eastern Fanland, when their ultimately rockslide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if it was an incident, was simple misfortune, or extremely planned assassination. Oh no, you've been clouded. You've been clouded in judgment. Ruban once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Even if my parents' death were orchestrated by the monasteries? I don't know, I'm fucking dumb. We could only have brought their hearing to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a bridable puppet, were ever beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of its citizens. Quite unaware of the circumstances my actions would have for you and yours, I shudder to think how many godly souls paid the price of my naivety. But I am no longer a child, receiving words of witlessness, obedience, and I will not be used as a pawn. Alright. She's determined. Ha! Forgive me my outburst. You are of the few people whom I feel I can speak my mind. Come, let us return to Ul'dah and visit the Colosseum. Oh, okay. We're going back to Ul'dah now. I mean, alright, that's fine. Let's just head back to Ul'dah. It's fine, I mean, you know, I just came all the way out here to escort you and shit. I've not said a word. Do you want me to advise you? I've not said anything really. You've kind of just spoke to me and I've listened. Maybe that's good enough. Maybe that's all she needed, was me to listen to her. And if that's the case, so be it. That's all she needs to make up her mind about this situation. So be it. But I mean, can Ruban even be, like, the leader of Alamigo? Like, really? Can he be the leader? I don't know. I don't know if he can be the leader. Cause like, he's not of any noble blood, is he? I don't believe he is. I could just be completely wrong, but I don't believe that he is of any noble blood. He was just like, in fact, he was like he ran away, right? Or he stopped fighting because it was pointless or something. Fuck, I can't remember that. That wasn't that long ago when we heard his backstory either. I've already forgotten. From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years I simply signed where I was told to sign, and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious even to what any of it meant. Yet one good thing did come from my ignorance chapter in my life, for that was the official visit to the Colosseum when I first met Ruban. The match I had been invited to attend was not at all what I had expected. They had pitted a bull of Alamigo against some dozen of some rival gladiators. Blinking through I was? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm dyslexic. Whatever. I don't care. I would not stand for so obvious an injustice, and demanded to see a fair fight, one man against another, as my royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned that the gambling ring, of which I had arranged for Ruban to die on the sands that day, regardless of my intervention, meant that Ruban had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did. And then he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse. He swore that he would one day offer his blade in my service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess I dismissed it in pleasant pace of theatre. But as you know, Ruban was a man of his word. For it took him another 5 years of fighting on the blood sands. He amassed a fortune so great as not just to buy his own freedom, but to seat on the syndicate. And then I had my blade. Are we gonna have like an echo flashback now? Yeah, even after she explained every little detail about it, I'm gonna have an echo flashback and see it. Alright, that's fine. I feel like we've seen this. Oh, I think it was actually in the trailer for the patch. Oh shit. He won all of his fights. Yeah, it's great. He's really happy about it too.
You mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
It seems you're the one who needs looking after, Master Shum. Rabon!
Your Grace, I have kept the promise made.
So you have, and in turn, so too shall I keep mine. With your winnings, you have become one of the 6 most wealthy souls in all Ul'dah, and so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last. Long live the Sultana, and long live Ul'dah!
Yeah. Good job, Ruban. Oh, I don't want Ruban to leave Ul'dah. It's heartbreaking. Words cannot express what what that man means to me. Oh, so you actually do you're into him? There are others who care deeply for my well-being, of course. Pahan's love for me is all that grandchild and grandchild. Fucking hell, alright. This is that grandchild of his grandchild, fine. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards as mindsets of counsel. Sure, Ruban, with his authority of the syndicate position, was the first sword I could wield. His was the only edge which could cut the strings that bound me. Oh, that's nice. I guess I'll just have the Gil. Okay, Sultan's Duty. We'll do that next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, leave a like and a comment down below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.